Good afternoon. I'm glad we have a full crowd here. It's a good demo, I hope. It's something different that I've been working on. I had some help. I had a nice model to help me out. She's a paid model if y'all want to know. I'll tell you who it is later. Let's talk about what we have new first. We have the Tula Pink fabric. Her sewing stuff came in. So cute. Cute. Y'all know her sewing machine is a Bernina and it's different. See her machine in there? That's the Tula Pink. There's several boats here, but then there's layer cakes, fat quarter bundles. Look at all the color in that. Laura, isn't it you that likes Tula Pink? Tula Pink. And there's some K fabrics there too. His layer cakes didn't come yet, but we're supposed to have the pre-cuts on him soon. We have, look at the panels. Have y'all seen these yet? We've already made a little quilt out of this, and I want to make a bench pillow out of it. I've got to do that. And I like this one too. But you note on this one, Jonesboro's on the map?
Yeah.
Finally.
Woohoo, we're on the map. Okay, that's what we have new. There's some other things like the vinyl plastic sheets for templates. People have been asking me about those. We have some of these in now. We have some vinyl in packages, the clear vinyl. That's really popular in making bags now, and I'm going to show you a little bit more about this today, but we have these now.
What gauge is that?
What gauge? 12. Okay. Like a shotgun, is it? 12 gauge? 12 gauge. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is something I made, and it's going to be done at retreat this time. You know we have a quilt retreat twice a year, one in March and one usually in September. March's is the 27th, 28th, 29th?
26th.
26th, 27th, 28th. It's always 3 days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So this time we're doing 2 quilts. You get to pick one or do both. They're pretty easy, so I'm going to show you mine, but the pattern for the one I'm about to show you is this. And I've been working on this, and it's so fun because the blocks in there are different inside the butterfly. So each night I did 9 patches, or I did the stars, or different ones each night. That's fun. The other one is this here. Have you seen that before? It's a pretty new pattern out there. It's using a jelly roll, and the background on this particular one, the fabric is called prune. It's a Bella solid called prune. But it's a very pretty color. But you could do that out of any jelly roll. It'd be pretty. I think Cindy Red, White, and Blue would be gorgeous in this. So I have the patterns for sale as well as we have them for the retreat too. I'm going to show you the quilt first. Let's
put it up on the wall.
Let's hang it up. Let's hang it up, I guess. But I have trouble telling which is the top of the butterfly.
Usually they have
They do. Well, this one does not. We do.
Antennas.
This must be the top. Are you going to help me?
I think the pointy part's the top.
Wait, you want the string out?
Is this it, Joan?
I
Is
don't
that pointy?
That looks like it.
This one's more rounded there. So this is the top.
Oh my.
It's a big butterfly, and it's...
I wasn't expecting that. I did.
Thank you. This is a queen size, but I added the 2 borders on it. Thank you, Karen. I added the 2 borders on it, but I've seen them online now made out of all kinds of fabric, all different colors. Joan talked about a blue and yellow. I think it would be so pretty. But they use a layer cake on this. So you take your layer cake and sort your colors out and cut them. They guide you through it in the pattern, so it's really fun. I have one quilt kit of this, just like the butterfly there, left to sell. But I hesitated on the stripe. That came with the kit, But I went ahead and did it.
I like it.
It's different. It's very different for me. But anyway, I could see this in a little girl's room.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
I could see this on my bed.
I can see that on anybody's bed.
Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
I think
You know, it's got a
neutral.
big piece of fabric in here. And then you've got your big piece of green down the middle. So when you're putting your rows together, they go down. When you're putting your rows together, those rows go really fast. But let me tell you, you got to make sure you turn everything right, because these have to be, you know, turned to make those turn around. So you have to really pay attention to that. And something else I remembered. Do y'all remember that butterflies have identical mirror image wings? So when I was making the blocks, I thought, I've got to make those match. So like,
So you did.
yeah,
Yeah.
like this and this, you know, they have to be the same on. So when we make that, we're going to have to remember that, girls at retreat. Okay, that's part of it.
What's the name of your quilting pattern that you used on that?
What is the name of that? We call it,
I don't know what the name of it is. We just call it googly eyes.
Yeah.
it's loopy circles or something like that. But it's a circle within a circle. And to us, when we first looked at that, that looked like a googly eye. So that's all I know it by.
Can you make it bigger?
We can make it with a computer. Actually, I wanted this one smaller. But, you know, I thought I'm using poly batting. I really need to make it a little more poofy. I like tight quilting. But not everybody does. So when you bring your quilt in, we try to ask that so we know which you like. If you want it to be a little poofy, it could be larger and be more like a comforter or something on the bed. Anyway, that's googly eyes. If you ask for that, we'll know what you're talking about.
See the back?
I was looking for a coral to go back there, and that's the only thing I could come up with. You can see the googly eyes on the back.
I just don't see googly eyes. I see really pretty circles. I don't know, I guess.
Did y'all see googly eyes when I said that? That's all we can see. Okay. I guess we probably should take it down, Carolyn. I'll lay it in there if y'all want to look at it more and think about whether you want to do it or not. I'd like to see this done in all different colors, all different fabrics. You make a very good assistant. If you need a job.
There are some days she wants another one. A different one.
In addition to? Okay, the real demo is something I've been working on for a while. I told Cindy Albright that I was going to do it, and it's taken me a while to get it done. You ready, Cindy? It's big. Here it is.
Oh, wow.
So I'm ready to go to retreat. Look at this.
It has your mat in there and everything.
It is not heavy, and look,
Now that is a realistic woman's purse.
this is my money bag here.
That is wonderful.
I didn't think I would want it this big, and then when I did it, I said, well, I want to fit my mat in there, my smaller mat. So if I'm going to fit it in there, it has to be that size. And that's what I made it around, is the size to fit that mat.
Is that the long ruler?
It fits our long ruler.
Wow.
Fits that. There's a pocket in there. It's all out of ombre. The inside, if you could tell, was ombre fabric too.
And
I'll
where's
try to
the
lift it
pattern?
up more.
And where's the pattern?
I got the pattern.
Okay.
Don't you worry. I got the pattern. This is the first one I've really done exactly like this with the tabs on the outside. But for this kind of bag, I thought it worked.
I absolutely agree.
And then I just did the width of the ombre fabric in the bag, so it's very fast, Cindy, and very easy. So there it is.
If y'all remember Wilmington's truck show, they had a bag and they had a few patterns. Well, they went like that, and I kept saying, "Where's the bag pattern? Where's the bag?"
And then they didn't have any more.
And then they didn't have any more. So Jana, good job. I like it.
Mine's a little different. This is one I've had in my mind for a long time. I thought I was gonna make a regular purse. Then you kept talking about you could carry your quilt in there.
Yes.
It could hold a whole quilt. anything like that. But I think it's great for classes and retreats. You can
Oh,
put it on your
absolutely.
shoulder, and then you can be carrying your sewing machine or anything else you need to be carrying. Well, you know, I couldn't leave that alone. You know, I couldn't leave that alone.
I love that.
So, and then I did the zipper top in this one. People have been asking me about the zippers.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
So, it has a pull tab here. Get it out. But, on the inside of it, I did the contrasting fabric, but I did the pockets out of the leftover strips. This pocket.
And that's my birthday present, right?
I really wanted to carry this tomorrow to church. I like this.
As you should.
I love these colors because this will go with about anything.
Oh, yes.
But my point is, you can do out of Jelly Roll strips. Now, I didn't use a Jelly Roll on this. I cut my own strips, but they're 2.5-inch strips, and you can make a quick purse out of them. What was left over from up here, I sewed the whole width of the fabric together, and what I cut off was the inside pocket, but I made sure I had this one first. I like to put my cell phone right here. So that's just for my cell phone. And I lined those up to match down the middle. So this has one layer of bosal in it. You know, bosal is what makes it have the body. Well, my pattern has this bag, but you can adjust it. You can make this purse if you want, or I'm going to do this purse in a class because there's several people want me to teach how to do this zipper and get it in there and make it work. You know, I put a zipper in them or have a purse with a zipper. I never zip it, but a lot of people like to because when they slam on their brakes or something, it goes out in the floor.
When you're shopping, you should keep your purse closed.
Definitely.
Yes, when you're shopping, you really should have it closed. Really should. Okay, so I have the patterns for this, but I have something else.
Is that Bosal too? In that one?
I have bosal in that, It's one layer of bosal in this too, but you see, it stands up pretty good. I have the mat in there, but it still stands up and holds its form. What do you think about this to go with it?
That's
You know the clear vinyl I told you down there? All you gotta have is your clear vinyl and a zipper, and you can do that. And if you look at it, I only zigzagged my zipper.
It took a long time then, huh?
No, not at all. And I'm ready for retreat. I got my stuff in there, see? Ready to go. So what you need on that bag is 2 pieces of clear vinyl, like that. You need a 16 to 18-inch zipper. I always like large zippers, so if I buy zippers, I just buy 18-inch. That works for everything because I cut them off to whatever length I want. So this is an 18. So I did this without a zipper foot. I put this at the edge of my zipper. I have a thread that I like to match the zipper, and I just zigzag it. But to do this, your vinyl wants to stick to this. So you can put a piece of paper or something in there, not under your machine, but to sew this, you're going to need to lay your zipper up here close to that.
The zipper's on top?
The-
Or on bottom of
The zipper's on the bottom.
Okay.
You might could do it either way, but you might not catch your edge of your vinyl if you did it the other way. So what I did is I just did it like this. So you can just, I'm not going to do it because y'all can all do the zigzag. But I think you could do wide, narrow. Joan had the walking foot on here, so I've continued to use it on here. And it helps pull that vinyl through a little bit. You always have the walking foot on. But,
It's sewing those bindings on.
but you see how the fabric underneath that vinyl lets it slide. I don't put it under the foot, but I just keep it to the edge. Because if you don't, it will not slide through right. I'm unzipping this as I go. Tissue paper would work. I got it stuck there for a second. I need to make sure I'm getting my fabric there. But I'm just zigzagging the edge of that vinyl onto that zipper. Who says we can't zigzag and finish it like that? zipper home. And this one, I just did a wide zigzag on it. You can do whatever size zigzag you want, but I think the wide just makes it look neat, decorative looking. So just do the zigzag down, and then you're going to turn it and do the other side. Lay it in, sew it, zigzag it just like that. I was going to try to do it without making you sit here while I do all of it, but so after
Zip it so that it matches up.
you can zip it a ways and match it up. Sew this on. So you're going to sew this on the other side. And then you're going to put right sides together. And I took it off a zigzag and I just sewed. Now, this is where you need to lengthen your stitch, because if it's too tight, it's going to perforate it or whatever and tear it. So make your stitch wider, which if you notice on this one, I didn't care that you could see the threads through that. I think that's just part of it. So I went ahead and used the same color thread as I did on the zipper. You could use a clear thread if you want to, but I think the color is great. So make your stitch longer. What I think I did about a 5 on the other machine in there, and just go straight across your bottom. Then when you get the bottom sewn, you're going to match it up like this. This is sewn onto the side there already. Vinyl gets sticky here. So straighten that out and then sew right across here on both sides. You're going to match the center of your zipper up to the seam that you have in the bottom. Sew it straight across on both sides and then turn it. When you turn it, you push your corners up in there as well as you can. But then you've got your bag ready to go.
You unzip it to turn it.
Yeah. Well, before you get it finished, you got to open the zipper halfway.
Oh, okay.
So when you get done, when you're sewing these and everything is done, you can turn it through this hole here.
Okay.
Don't be like me and forget to unzip it, because sometimes I do, and then I have stuck trying to get the zipper open. So leave it at half there, and you've got that open. Isn't that neat?
That is neat.
You can do a red zipper, any color zipper you have that you want to match something. I did this to kind of match my bag a little bit, but
You know, that would be
And it's
really
my
handy,
colors, but-
because when you go to places like at FedEx Forum or somewhere like that, I'm not sure what all the different arenas are, but they require you to carry a clear purse.
clear bag. Well,
Clear bag
you
or
can carry
clear
that.
whatever you have has to be clear.
I have this pattern. You see my model on there?
Are they that way?
The headless model.
Well, it had to be tall enough so we can see it.
So the pattern has, for this large bag, that is 15 2.5-inch strips. And then you get the bonus of the bag on the end. It tells you what size to cut everything and how to do that. So both of those, and then I have a chart on these exactly where to put your handles and how to measure over on the pattern. So this is called the Ultimate Quilt Bag. And
I'll take one.
It could be
What-
a beach bag.
Yes, it could be a
I tell you what, I will sell these. They're $9. Today you can have them for half price, okay? The pattern can be half price. The idea on this is, if you want to make it a little smaller, if it's, I'll just take one and pass around whatever you want. If you want to make it smaller, don't do 15 strips. Do 12. I believe I did 8 in this bag, so you can make a purse out of it if you want to just reduce the size of your, and make it as high as you want. When you get it done, you can cut it off and make it however tall you want. I think the next one of these I'm going to make a little bit shorter, but that's my preference. And then your handles you can adjust to be whatever you want. These handles are the full width of the fabric, and they have bezel inside the handle to give it security. And these are stitched. Look how many times those handles aren't going to give away when you're carrying a load into your class. Thank you. But if you did, you can make it smaller if you want a smaller quilt bag. Thank you, Cheryl. You can make a smaller quilt bag.
You can also start making them for groceries.
Yes,
Absolutely.
I keep hearing Walmart's going to quit their clear
And Kroger.
plastic bags so we can do our own tote bags.
Kroger's doing it also sometimes.
They are. Okay. Any questions about any of that? Fun
Is
stuff.
the purse a different pattern?
I don't have a pattern for it. You can use this one and adjust it, or if you want to do my class, I'm going to have the pattern for the class. And I have a sign-up sheet for the class.
When is it?
It is, let's see. You know, I don't remember. The class. Okay, that's the thread catcher. I haven't told y'all about that yet, have I? The classes. It's March 19th at 1 o'clock. That's a Thursday. If you want a through the week, go ahead and put your name. If you need Saturday, go ahead and put your name down, and I'll try to get together a Saturday class. But the one I have is a Thursday, March 19th.
At what time?
1 o'clock. We should get it done in the afternoon. It's not that hard. Are you doubting me, Joan? Is that what that look is?
No.
Is that what that look is? Okay.
If you put your
That's
pen-
optimistic for me.
If you run your machine at full speed ahead, my, well,
Okay, your jelly roll strips will already be cut. So technically, your stuff's going to be cut out. So there's part of it. But I still think we can do it in the afternoon.
Okay.
For which one?
the big
I did 15 strips in that one.
No, in your regular purse. In your purse that you're gonna have a class
Class
on.
I think there's 8. No? Oh. Okay, there's a couple other things I'll talk to you about, but I'll sign off now because she's doing this live for a YouTube video. So I'll say thank you and good day.